Hey YouTube, Pulse38 here. I'm going to do a review today on a 1911. It's a Remington R-1, come out a few years ago. I have had this one probably shortly after they come out. 2 years maybe? I'd say 2 years. It doesn't have the original grips on it. Comes with a, I didn't like it. It's a checkered wood, rosewood grip. I'm trying to see if I can find them. I didn't like it because it was like holding a porcupine in your hand. You know, maybe I'm just too soft-handed. I have no idea, but it felt like it was like needles almost poking you. I didn't like it, so I took it off and I put rubber grips on it, and it doesn't move. It doesn't move at all in your hand with them rubber grips on it. And the rubber grips, they haven't loosened up on me at all. They stay pretty tight. I've shot well over 1,000, 1,200 rounds out of this. I have had a fail to feed. I don't think it was the gun. I think it was ammunition. I was shooting Winchester from Walmart, and that is probably some of the dirtiest, nastiest ammunition you ever want to shoot. And I was probably into a couple hundred rounds before it happened. 150, maybe 200 before it happened. Cleared it. Never had another one. I have not been in any training where I'm through the mud and the muck and shooting 500 rounds in a day either. I'm not claiming that. You know, you go to some of these training places where they're wanting you to shoot 300-400 rounds in a day, and you're running through sand and everything else. I don't know how it'd hold up. Obviously, it's not a Glock. Not saying it is a Glock. I just like a 1911. But for me, this gun's perfect. I carried all day, every day. I carried in a crossbreed Super Tuck. I did a review on it. Perfect. I don't even know I have it on me. The only complaint, it's not a blue finish. It's black. And I wish I would have, when I went to get this, I wanted the stainless, and I can't remember if they hadn't brought the stainless out yet, or if I just couldn't find it because it was so new. But I wish I would have waited and got the stainless, is my really only regret. This isn't a bluing, it's a, I don't know what they actually call it. But now I do carry it every day in Remington's defense, but if you, I don't know if you can actually see, you can see all kinds of marks in this. And that was before I was carrying it in a crossbreed. You know, you can see them across the barrel. You can see it right there. Trigger guard. And that was in a leather holster. I ride a bike. We took a trip out from Ohio to Montana, down through Wyoming, Colorado. This thing was on my side in a leather holster the whole trip. The only thing it did was up against my skin, it got a little rust right in here. That was it. I cleaned it up. It's never come back. I've never had trouble. When I bought this gun, I don't know if Remington still does it, but within a year, you could send it back to Remington, and they would fix anything. They'd fix the black. They would go through it. If there's something they thought it needed to be fixed, they'd fix it. If there was something that you told them needed to be fixed, they'd fix it. Really good guarantee within a year. I didn't send mine back because the year was almost up right about the time the Connecticut school shooting, Newtown was, and I was scared to send it through the mail. I'm going to admit it. I didn't want to send a gun through the mail with all the gun grabbers out there, and I didn't trust it. I had not had no trouble with the gun, so I never messed with it. So I guess the year was up close to Newtown, and you know, Newtown's been about a year, so I've had this gun 2 years basically. And like I've said, I've shot about 1,200 rounds out of it. I've never had no trouble out of it. I've shot it in the cold and the heat. I don't get down and crawl through the mud and the muck and the sand, like I said. Nothing like that. It's a 5-inch stainless barrel, the bushing stainless. My really only complaint of the gun is that the black's coming off, and everybody I know that has one has the same problem. I guess that'd be really my only complaint. Obviously it is empty. The sights, if I get to look, I don't know if they're Novak sights. They're kind of like Novak sights. They're very good sights. This gun, I've never put it on a bench. I've only just stood and shot it, but it groups crazy good. It's just a really good shooting gun. But you know, it's your typical 1911. It's a little heavy because it's made out of metal, not plastic. It comes with two Remington mags. 7 round. I've bought 8-round mags. Buddy of mine laughs at me. I don't like carrying 8-round mags in it because it makes the gun heavier. And you wouldn't think that one bullet capacity would change the weight of this gun, but trust me, it does. Even in that crossbreed. So I carry 7 and I carry the 8s for backup. It came with a hard case. And when you sent it back, you sent everything back you called them. This is what you sent the gun back in. It's a really nice case to keep it in. It comes with the cable lock and everything. All your instructions. It was wrapped in plastic. It's a nice case. I've never put it back in the case. I have another case if I transport it somewhere to shoot it and it's not on my side. Like I said, I carry it every day. Overall, it's been a good gun. It comes apart, goes back together very easily if you're familiar with 1911s. Like I said, my only complaint is the black. The stainless, I think, with the Kydex and the crossbreed, you still have marks. A buddy of mine carries a Colt stainless, and he almost has the same marks that I have in this one. I've never had trouble with the rusting. Just that one time where it was up against my body, but you know, for 9 days it was 100 degrees, sweaty and hot on a bike. Imagine that. But overall, this is a good gun. I would compare it to just about any gun that's out there. Like I said, I've never had trouble with it. You know, it's a 1911. They say on 1911s. I had a 1911 previous to this. Yeah, I'm not going to say the name of it, but they said to do a break-in period with it. I did a break-in period with it. I shot the crap out of it, but I never had no trouble with it. Like I said, I was well into 500-600 rounds before I had the fail to feed, and I think that was just the dirty, nasty Winchester Walmart ammunition I was using. But you know, it's cheap when you're going to go out and plink and play around with it. Like I said, it's an overall good gun. I don't know if they still have the guarantee in a year to send it back to them. I don't know, unless you was having trouble with it. I don't know, you know, it's like a sleeping baby. You just don't wake it up. Probably wouldn't be bad to let them tune it back up, maybe. I don't know. But like I said, because of the Newtown thing, I wouldn't do it. Maybe it's just me being a little paranoid. Who knows? But it's a good gun. Remington R-1. If you're going to carry it every day, I'd probably spend the extra money and get it in stainless. I would. If I had it to do over, I'd just be patient and get it in stainless. But you know, overall, it's an excellent gun. It's in 45 ACP, obviously, and it's a good gun. So get out there and check you one out, your local gun dealers. Till next time, we'll see you.